What is it that you do in a corporate setting to help people shift their mindsets to think more as a team and collaborate better together, rather than it being, like you said, more individualistic, and really just, being able to come together as a team to realize some of those benefits?
In our keynote addresses, what we do is we bring people up on stage and we work exercises together. We'll do yes and exercises, like you and I could do it right now. You could start with any declarative statement in an exercise. You could say anything. I love to eat peanuts. My job is to listen to what you say and build on the pertinent information. I'm not allowed to say, no, you don't like peanuts. Once you say you like peanuts, I listen to your idea and I build on that. So I say, yes, and because you like peanuts, we decide to start growing peanuts in our backyard. So now we're going somewhere. Now we went from liking peanuts to growing peanuts. And so we bring people up on stage to start to do this exercise. And what they find, they get fearful, because saying yes is really actually very scary. Because saying no gives you the illusion of control and it keeps you in exactly the same space you're in. But saying yes is scary to a lot of people, because yes means, oh, I'm going to have to go do something now. And that frightens people. But in the world of improvisation, the thing that is different in our world than other people's world is that, yes, this space of manifestation where yes lies can be frightening, but if we all step into that space together, it's less frightening. So what we do is we take them through a series of exercises like that to teach them that I know it seems scary to say yes, but if you trust the process, watch the magic that happens. And by the end, our peanut farm turns out that we start a business and we become rich and famous and end up feeding the entire world peanuts, and there's no more world hunger. That's what you find. And so that's what we do. We do a series of exercises like that, get them up to interactively participate with us to see the power of this philosophy.
In what context do you apply this in a corporate setting? So can you give us a case study that you've actually applied this to an issue or a problem that an organization might have been facing?
Do you know what we do a lot of times is, after taking people through this, a lot of times organizations will have a Monday meeting where they're going to go through a strategy meeting. And we tell them, when you go back on Monday, we want you to apply this, meaning that when you sit in your meeting, we want your knee-jerk reaction to always be yes. And we want to see how far you will take it in your meetings. And what we find is that when people contact us after a couple weeks, where they go into their Monday meetings or whenever their weekly meeting is, and they're starting with the philosophy of yes, they're coming with out-of-the-box solutions, and they're coming up with ideas they've never had before. See, the one thing that's important to realize is we know that you have to say no sometimes. That's a reality of life. But what we ask is that you make it a considerate no. That you're listening to the person you're talking to and you're making them feel heard, and then you're coming up with a yes and solution to get outside, to try to figure out what a new path to solve a challenge is. And that we'll even tell people in the meeting. If you do have to say no because you've gone down a path before and it doesn't work, just make sure that you have a yes and solution to help the person, because the most important part of being an improviser is listening. You have to listen to your scene partner so that they feel heard, because when people feel heard, they then feel like they're part of the group. And they feel like I'm willing to give you more and more ideas because I know I'm not going to be shot down. So that's the big thing, I think, is that the Monday meeting, get out of the mindset of saying no and start to say yes, and just see where it leads. And people find that it's really, really, it does amazing things for their strategy.